Let's talk starter teams for Eafc. We're going to start our mind and move into the viewer at home. That's right, you who submitted it via Twitter DMs. So in goals, I have Jose Sal of Wolves. We then move to right back with Matty Cash, 80 pace, a great starter right back, of course. We get a strong link here with Villa, as Pau Torres is one of my centre halves, the others being Cameron Carter-Vickers of Glasgow Celtic. My left back gets a strong link and a perfect link to two other defenders, as Alex Moreno. And into the midfield we have Callum McGregor getting that link to Carter-Vickers. We continue in the midfield, getting another link to both of them. It's Matt O'Reilly, and then we upgrade even more in the midfield as we have Rio Atati. What a man. And we'll see if we do any content around any of these players. There's a couple in mind, but we'll have to see if we go ahead with any content like that. On the right wing we have another Villa man. It is Zaniolo. Looks a very nice card, and I believe this might be a position change for that. On the left wing we have Pedro Neto, who gets the perfect link to the goalkeeper. We have two perfect links in this team, and we might have another. As up top is the best striker in Scotland, it's Kyogo, who gets the perfect link to Rio Hatate, of course. A very nice rounded team in my opinion, and the definition of what a starter team should be. But now, what's the viewers' teams like? Now that is the bit we're about to go into. Are your teams better than mine? Let's see. We'll start with Dylan, who has a very interesting hybrid from the start, as we can see with this back four and the goalkeeper. Two fullbacks being of the Serie A, and the rest being of the Premier League, using that goalkeeper very well, getting the link to Spinazzola, but also using the Spurs link at the centre-back, who gets a strong link to Ake, and obviously the Dutch links help the fullbacks. So it's a very nice start from what we can see. We now go into the midfield. We have Adams here, who gets the soft link to McKennie, and it would have been a stronger link if he was still at Leeds and they were in the Premier League, of course, like last season. However, McKennie gets that link to Rabiot, very nice from what we can see. And then the front three, it's the future with Doku on Eafc, almost says FIFA there. Left wing we have the past, what was a FIFA icon for us on the game, El Shawari. Love to see it. And up front he shows his Everton bias with Danjuma. A very nice team, Dylan, I must say. Into the next one we can see Flecken, who I had in my starter team video last year, and then we also have a couple others of the Premier League, as we see at left back, and Timber, of course, Klosterman and Wolf. Very nice to see a hybrid from the start. It continues into the midfield with using that perfect link, as we can see with the Brighton German links, and then getting that Inmecha link as well in the midfield. And now going to the attack, Hazard and Reina and Balogun. However, I can see two issues with that attack, but I'll speak about it in a sec. A very nice team, but I'm pretty sure Thorgan Hazard has moved, or he's out on loan somewhere, and Balogun I'm pretty sure is at Monaco now. But let's go into the next team. As we see, it's a hybrid again from the start, mainly Premier League, same left back as me, but in goals that's a Saudi League goalkeeper. Interesting. Into the midfield, Matthias Nunes will be a Man City card. I'm sure this is just on the website that hasn't updated yet. Joe Linton, love to see it. What a revival he's had of a career. To do a whole video on just him alone, that revival. And Fofana continuing that Saudi link with the goalkeeper previous, of course. It's Jota on the wing, not what you'd expect from this man when you see the once we show the full team. I've seen him before. I'm pretty sure he's had a couple like team of the season cards in that. I can mind though, I don't know if they had one last FIFA though, but Anthony gets the Brazilian link, well, like a few others. And that's right, it's Steve-O, the Rangers fan, with Jota on the wing. Very interesting to say the least. We're now moving to our next and final submitted team at the time of recording. I asked quite a few people, but this is just the max we got back in time for me to record the video and get up as soon as possible whilst it's still topical. So we can see it's a hybrid once again with a mix of Liga North and Bundesliga. Interesting, don't see that too often. Leimer, interesting. That would have been a lot of strong links there in that midfield if he didn't get that move to Bayern, of course. But nice to see Simmons in that midfield. It continues on the left hand side with that Liga Nos link. Malin on the right is interesting, a very OP player. And Vegos up top. If you know Celtic football Twitter, you'd know who this man is before I even show that. Of course it's Rab, Pab, whatever you want to call him, as of course Vegos is the man for him. And I'm sure we'll see a lot of updates and a lot of begging for any Vegos special cards, of course. So thanks for the input on the video. We loved seeing that. Who had the best? Did I have the best? Did the viewers have the best? It'll be very interesting to see in the comments below, or DM me your opinion, as we're now approaching the new game of Eafc. Hopefully it's a good one, and hopefully we can hit 1k on the game and making other content, of course, on the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already, as we're really close to the 1k mark, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.